Okay, that's the beginning of Dust in the Wind. I think we're going to go over that part and the verse today. So what you need to know for this song, for like 99% of the song, this finger picking pattern, which is right here, okay? So you're going to use your thumb and your second finger for both simultaneously for the on the fifth and second strings, thumb and second fingers. So T stands for thumb, second finger. That's the pattern right there. Ding, da, 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 da. So I'll play a C chord. Here's a close-up of my right hand. Fifth and second string at the same time with the thumb and second finger. Okay? Then the thumb. So it's kind of like, think about, you're only going to be dealing with the inside strings for the majority of the song, like 99% of it. Sometimes you can go to the sixth string and the first string. But for the chords, all you got to do is majority of those finger picking pattern is on the fifth, fourth, third, and second string. So I'm making a C chord here, basic C chord, and we have, once again, we're plucking the second and the fifth string, then the fourth, and then the third. So it's the fifth and second, fourth and third. Fourth with your thumb, third with your first finger, and you got to use this pattern. So it's, I say outside, inside, and then fifth and fourth with your thumb. So get this much. Keep practicing that much. It's just the first four notes. Same, then fourth and third. Now the fifth and fourth with your thumb, and then the second string with your second finger. So it's so play this slow at first. If you got to play it half the tempo, so on and so forth, that tempo. And I'm going to show you the chords for it now, okay? So with that pattern, this pattern, right? And slow it down. Until you get it. You're going to play a C chord, C major seventh, which is just lifting up your first finger, then a C add 9. So you're making a C chord and you're just adding your fourth finger to the third fret of the second string, to the C. Now, people call this an A minor suspended second. It's an A minor. It's an A minor add 2. So if you were to play your A like this, an A major, or here's your A minor, lift up your first finger, then your second and third fingers are on the fourth and third strings of the second fret. That's an A minor add 9 or A minor suspended 2. And then a suspended fourth, you just bring down your fourth finger for that suspended fourth, then back to A minor. So here are the first two lines, okay, of Dust in the Wind. Remember, you got this pattern, that pattern right there. That's what you're using. If you're a right-handed guitarist, you use your right hand. If you're a left-handed guitarist, you're using that pattern, that finger picking pattern with your left hand. So C, then C major seventh, then C9, right? Back to C, then an A minor, right? Then an A minor suspended, right? Back to A minor, and then A minor add 9. Then you're playing a C add 9, to a C major seventh, to a C add 9, and then an A minor add 9, A suspended fourth, A minor. And then you're going quickly to the E minor seventh. So that whole intro is just these first four lines. And you're playing that entire pattern, finger picking pattern, for all of that. So there you can take a snapshot of that and just write out the chords. If you just need to write out these chords, and once again, you have this finger picking pattern. Now you can play the intro. The last thing they do, the last measure, is just a little different. I told you, the 99% of the song uses that finger picking pattern. So when you get to this last A minor and E minor 7, the last A minor, you just got to play the same fourth and the fifth and second strings, and then the fourth and third. Then the same again on the A minor. Then go to the E minor. See? Second fret, fifth string. Third fret, second string. Now we're going to go to the verse. And I'm going to stop at the verse, okay? And look for part 2, because this is going to be just too much. You can't possibly learn this entire song, especially if you're learning how to finger pick. These are classic songs. The last one I went over, Blackbird and Dust in the Wind here, gets you really playing. So I'm going to show you the chords. It's a C, E minor 7th, then A minor, and then a G. And all is required. You don't have to make the whole G. Just use your third finger on the third fret of the sixth string. Then a D minor and an A minor. Back to E minor 7th. So when he says, okay, here's the finger picking pattern again. So it's a C, E minor 7th, A minor, A minor again. Now the G, just use your third finger. Now here's where it changes. Right there, we were plucking the fifth and second string. Now we're going to pluck the sixth. For this G, we're going to pluck the sixth and the second string. And just go back to the regular fourth and third, sixth, fourth and second. Okay, that's all that changes, is just that bass. And then D minor, you're going to pluck the fourth and first string. Pluck the fourth and first string at the same time. Then with your thumb, pluck the third string, second string, first finger, and then your thumb on the fourth, thumb on the third, and then your second finger is on the first string. So D minor, you're making that D minor chord. And G is sixth and second. All the while, you have pretty much the same pattern. For the G, basically, it's a second and first, then the fourth and third, sixth, fourth and second. That changed a little bit too. Back to A minor. So A minor, right? Regular picking pattern, and then A minor. Then the same for the E minor 7th. So here's the beginning of the verse. It's the first ending. The C, right? The E minor 7th. That's how you make it. A minor, that's also an A minor. That first line, chords are C, E minor 7th, A minor, A minor. Then the G, just use your third finger to a D minor. So you change it up a little bit like I showed you. You got to change, instead of playing the fifth and second strings on the G, you play the sixth and second. Then on the D minor, you play the fourth and first finger at the same time. A minor, regular pattern, and then da, da, da. Then same right here, and same at E minor 7th. So this last part right here, A minor to E minor 7th, is this. Now same. When I say same, that means thumb and second finger. Your thumb and second finger is plucking the fifth and second strings. Then, where it says first ending only, you see this colon, you go back, you play all of this, and then you go to the second ending. So that's what I'm going to do for you. You play Remember, that's the regular picking pattern. To the G and the 6th and 2nd string, 4th and 3rd string, 6th, 4th and 2nd. D minor is the 4th and 1st strings. And then back to the 2nd ending, back to A minor. That part's easy. So you go to that 2nd ending. So for the chorus, I'll give you a bit of a taste. Here's the 2nd sheet, 1st line, 2nd line. And then the chorus basically starts right there. I'm going to go over it in detail with on the next video. So you basically have 1st, 2nd, and 3rd line right there. Give you the taste of the chorus for those of you that are enthusiastic. But if you don't understand it, look for my next video, part 2, which I'll try to post, if not tomorrow, the next day. Practice this one for the next couple days to a week or even to a month. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Keep playing and have fun.